Welcome back to the channel. I'm Neil from Saskryker here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. And yes, it's bitterly cold. We're going to be in studio for a while until about April when I finally get the bike out of storage and I can, I've been jonesing to get on this thing. And that's kind of the reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel, is just kind of calming myself down. I'll be fine if I talk about it a little bit, you know, interact with some new subscribers and stuff. Maybe, you know, it'll make the time go faster. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Whether that happens or not, who knows, but I just love talking about the bike. And if you haven't seen the bike before, when I got mine, I wasn't prepared for the attention that this bike gets. Because it's three wheels to begin with, and of course the headlights, the way they're set up, and the way the grille opening is, it looks like it's a big mouth on it. It's got a personality to the front end of this bike, and a lot of people, when you're riding, will stop, especially the kids. Kids love this thing. They'll point at it and they'll wave and all of that, and yeah, it gets a lot of attention. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like getting a lot of attention, then this may not be the bike for you, because people will stop you and ask you all kinds of questions about it. And I've really enjoyed that part of it, is just kind of promoting the brand, because again, we don't see a lot of them in Saskatoon. I think from what I've seen, there's about a half a dozen of them out there and around. If there are more, I just haven't seen them. A few of us get together and go out on some afternoon rides around town, and JT and I go out on some rides, and he's just north of Saskatoon in a smaller community, and him and I have gotten to know each other over the last year, and we go for rides. His bike is done up in blue. Mine's done up in green. We kind of got our own little personalities, and it's like any bike you get. All of a sudden you're going to start customizing it to how you want it, the personality that you want to portray on your machine. So with my Ryker, I'm coming from the two-wheel world. I've had Hondas and Harley Davidsons. Due to health concerns, I moved away from those two wheels onto three, and haven't looked back. I've had my Ryker for almost 2 years now, and it's a great machine. I can roll up to an intersection, keep my feet up on the foot pegs, and not have to worry about the bike falling over, or if I'm out on the highway and I had little vertigo issues, and so if there was any worry about me being 5-6 hours out of town, that you know, I'd safely make it home. So yeah, that's the reason why I've got the bike, and why I'm promoting this brand, because I think it is just awesome. Now, the item I want to talk about today is a phone holder. Now, there's all kinds of different clamp-on holders and those kind of things, and the one that I chose originally was from Rokform. And what it is first of all, you're going to have to buy a proprietary case for whatever phone style that you have, because that's the first part. The second part is the actual mounting device, and I can't show you the one that I have because it's on the bike in storage, obviously. But they all kind of, that I've had, is they've got these kind of 4 little pins here, and with Rokform they've got a magnet here. So this kind of goes on a little bit of an angle and kind of sits like this. Of course, this is the camera cut out from the back of your phone, and then there's a magnet on the actual mount, and those two magnets line up. And then I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little hole here for a little kind of a lanyard, and that's supposed to go over the handlebars, so that if this ever does work off the magnet and pop off, it kind of dangles like this. Well, I don't think that's the kind of backup I'm looking for. Plus, this case is very thick, very heavy. It's you know, very rugged, and I'm sure it's designed that way for folks that want to do a little bit more rugged work. It's almost like an OtterBox type of case. I've ridden with this on my Harley, and I transferred it over to the Ryker until I started looking and started finding out a little bit more about another company out of Australia called Quadlock. And this is what I'm going to be putting on my bike, and how it works, and I can show you because now I have the two pieces. I haven't put it on the bike yet. This is the mount. This is the release system here. The case goes on like that, and listen to this. There it is. Locks in place, and it's not going anywhere. This is how it would sit on the bike facing me. To release it, all you do is you push away and rotate. Whoops. Sorry for my bald head there for a second. So yeah, it just releases. The one thing I like about this is that locking, hence quad lock, because then it's not going anywhere. I'm not worried about magnets like with the Rokform one. And that's the reason why I went with this one. Nothing against Rokform. Rokform makes a great mount. And they've been doing it for years. Quality product. But with the Rokform one, I found there's a little bit more adjustability to this too, because I've got this, if it's sitting on the handlebar, and this is the handlebar piece here, and there are 3 different adapters. You can see here there's a 28 millimeter, 22 millimeter, and then the 25 millimeter, and the 25 millimeter one, or 7/8 piece, is the one that will fit for mine. So you do get the 3. You also get an Allen key, so you can do all the adjustments, customize this to how you want. But this is how it's going to sit on my bike. A little off center because I wanted a little more inboard, so it's more in front of me. And I've also gotten the shock mount here on here as well. Not sure whether I want that or not. I know when I was watching Beth from Ryker Ride, she said don't bother. I'm going to try it, see what it's like, and if I don't like it, I can take it off. But it's got a little more infinite adjustability to it, and that's the other part of it that I like. And with all of these cases, you can set it up in landscape or portrait mode, so that if you want to have that sitting like this, you can certainly do that. And then if you want to rotate it all the way around, again, hear that click? It's locked in place. And that's the real reason. Plus the case is a little thinner. And again, these aren't sold together. You're going to have to buy the mounting system and the case separate, because the case is proprietary to your phone. I have the latest iPhone 13 Pro Max, so it's the big boy, and that's what that's for. And then the mounting system is pretty much universal, but again, you can customize this to how you want it, which is nice. All of these companies are making products that you can customize. All of these companies are making things that are going to be specific to what you want it to do. And like I said, the reason I went away from Rokform to the quad lock was that locking system. And it's a little more adjustability. The mount, if I wish I had it here to show you of the Rokform, basically just kind of sits straight up like this. You can't kind of rotate it around and get a little bit better angle like this one you can. There's 2 points to it. There's this point here and this point here, and you can adjust this a lot to get where you really want it to, you know, hit that sweet spot on your handlebars on your bike. So again, just a product preference for me. I didn't hate the Rokform. That when I was looking into getting something a little bit more for what I was looking for, the quad lock was the one for me. So again, that's just the reason why I got it. So yeah, thanks for joining us today. And again, if you can, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You'll be the first to know when new episodes hit the air here on the YouTube channel. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to message me, saskryker@gmail.com. That's saskryker@gmail.com. Or you can comment down below and let me know what else you want me to talk about, because we've got some time to spend together until we get the bike out on the road in April. Until then, take care.